Hello, Virtual Doll Convention, and welcome to our program. We have two wonderful ladies here that happen to be sisters. This is so fun. We have Helen Kish and her sister Anne. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Anne, you didn't know you were going to be in our program today, but here you are, and you said yes right away, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sure you two get a lot that you look a lot alike.
We do.
Most definitely.
Yes, it's wonderful. I'm so excited to see you two here and so that we can talk about, because Anne, you have been on Helen's journey, on Helen's doll journey since forever, since she's been doing
Since
dolls.
the beginning.
Right?
Actually, since she made little clay things and put them in the oven and got in trouble with Mom.
Yes, you remember that. So
I
I
do.
love that. I love that. And so what has it been like to have a sister that is just so creative and making all these things your guys' whole life?
Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
You should ask me that question because my sister is very creative.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, in fact, I think we come from a creative family, but my sister in particular has different areas of expertise than I do. But she is a expert. What do you say? Knitter.
Oh,
Knitter. But she
yes.
not only knits, she creates her own patterns, which to me is amazing because I can't even read one. She's a wonderful interior decorator and
Oh, that's an art form in itself.
seems, oh my gosh, she made 3 wedding dresses in 3 years for her girls.
Oh, you
and
go, Anne.
they were
Less than.
couture. They were
Less
beautiful.
than, but don't forget I made yours too.
That's true. But mine wasn't as couture as your daughter's.
This is true. But yours was also velvet.
That's true. Yes.
This is a very important conversation because so many things can be, so many things are art. And I
Yes,
think
that's
just
right.
wonderful creations that I've seen that people have knit. You know, my wheels are already turning, in because maybe you can host a workshop showing us how to knit something. I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and love to sew, love to bead, love to embroider, and so I kind of tell her, yeah, I don't like that. You should maybe think about this sometimes.
And do you take her opinion?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, because she's got a good eye. She's got a
good
great eye.
taste.
Right, exactly.
She's got good taste.
And speaking
And
of
a good
taste,
eye.
yeah. And speaking of taste, you said people call you the Brooch Lady.
Right.
I love your brooch.
Thanks. I've always loved pins. I've always loved antique things and pins from the brass and glass era. But probably about 30 years ago, I was in Manitou Springs and I found this. It's pewter. I've never seen another one like it. And after having kind of a rough week at work, I found this pin. It wasn't all that expensive. And I had to buy it because it was like, oh, I could just get on my horse and fly away.
I love it. I love it. And you're wearing it today, and it's just perfect that we're all sitting here and you decided to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's perfect.
It's one of my favorites. I have lots and lots of pins, and it's fun to do all those things and just even look at the work that they put in things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vintage pieces. Yes.
They're absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So Helen, you answered immediately for us to come over because we are having what I jokingly said was an emergency convention, but it is an emergency convention, and it's really important that we are doing this and having these conversations. What would you say to the viewers out there that are tuning in and that are here about our dolls and why it's so important that we continue to enjoy them and to do this?
Well, I think because our dolls give us so much comfort, it's really a very important time to turn to them, take their advice, stay calm, and carry on. I mean, as I said to you a little earlier, one great thing about dolls is that you don't have to practice social distancing from them.
Exactly.
You can just pick them right up.
You can. Oh, I love it.
And and they can stand right next to each other too. So
Exactly.
this is a tough time for everybody. It's full of uncertainty, but we're all going to get through it.
Yes.
And we're going to look back and think, gosh, I'm glad that's over.
Exactly. and be glad that we're all here having this community and
Yes.
this way of sharing. Thank goodness for the internet, right? That we can just
Yes,
have
that's
this
right.
and have these conversations. So I asked you two, you and Anne,
Mm-hmm.
to pull together some of your favorite dolls. And I know you have a lot of favorite dolls, so it's really hard to say this is my favorite, but you have some that stand out, and so we're going to chat about a couple of them that are here, and they are all so sweet. So where are we going to start?
Well, I think we'll start with what's closest to me, and that's the 8 Girls of Many Lands, which I sculpted the body and the faces for these dolls. Excuse me, I have a frog. For the Pleasant Company, and gosh, how many years ago was that, Anne?
Oh,
15
At
or
least.
more years ago.
at least.
This was one of the first ones. This is one that came out of the master mold, and I put her together and painted her. This is the production, and the reason I wanted to show it to you is because you can see how much bigger this one is.
Because it shrunk.
Because it's from the master mold.
right.
This is from the production mold. So the way things work in production is that you have it used to be they had a super master mold, but for, I don't know, economy's sake, now they just do a master mold, and all of the other molds are made from that. So each one of those is a size down, in essence.
Oh, they're darling.
So, so this is the production of the Chinese girl. And what I really love about these dolls, I didn't do the clothing design at all. That was all done by the Pleasant Company out of Madison, Wisconsin. But I did find out later on that the company that I've been working with for so many years, Ruby Ho, her company in China, she made all the clothing. So
how cool
we didn't
is
know
that?
we didn't know the other one was doing this at the time. We found out later about it. But anyway, the clothing is just exquisite. This has got a little thing around it, and it's all historically accurate. And each one of these dolls comes with a book, which is the story of her in her century, in her country, in her time. So we have the little Chinese girl. Let's see. The first ones, this one is England, this one is France, and what would, let's see, and this one is Yupik. Yupik.
I love her.
And when I saw this, I was so blown away by the fabrics in this. They are faux fur, obviously, but they're so thin. I never knew anything like that existed. And it's really lovely costuming. I'll turn it around so you can see it.
Darling, it's a great outfit for the weather we've been experiencing
Yes.
in Colorado the last couple days.
Certainly is.
Oh, how
It certainly
great.
is. So that one, and what was the other first one? I guess China. These were the first 4 girls. And then they added Ireland and Turkey. No, wait a minute. This isn't Turkey. This is, help me, Ann.
Oh,
Who's this? She's an African.
yeah.
I love her hair.
This one is
It
Indian.
has those braids in it.
This one's Turkey.
That one's Turkey, yes. And so, anyway, each one of them has her own distinct face and her own coloring. Look at this. I never even noticed this before. Look at that little cross.
Look at that. Oh, how
Ethiopian.
sweet. Oh, yes. Okay.
I think that's Ethiopian, isn't it?
This
I think
one's
it is.
wonderful.
Ethiopia was one of them.
Look at this, all that hair.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
And the other interesting thing about these dolls is that most of them don't have underwear
Because,
because that's historically correct.
right, and for them not to.
Yes.
It's important to say that
Yes.
because you
And
would
I
never
know there
send.
was a time when some of my collectors got upset with me because my dolls didn't have underwear. And I don't remember why, whether I just forgot to put them on or whatever it was, but they were very, very upset about it. So anyway, if anyone has these and looks,
That's why.
there's a reason.
Oh, they're so sweet.
So anyway, they
That
were,
had to have been fun for you.
oh, they were a wonderful company to work for. I mean, I've worked for a lot of companies
at the little
other than
brooch.
my own. But
And
this
they were-
one
they were-
was
they were good.
stellar.
Yeah.
They were fantastic to work for. Yeah.
That's fun. Oh, how
So
great. I
it
love
was-
the little cameo and pearl bracelets
Yes.
on England. This is England, right?
That's
France.
Oh, this
that's
is France. Oh, right.
This is England.
That's England. Okay.
And England, I think she's my favorite costume. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
I'm not sure what that's called. Do you know?
Didn't they put like incense and stuff in these?
Really?
Yes, they did.
Oh, no, I would not have known that.
It's so fun to see these, and these are another testament to how our dolls are a way for us to travel.
They
We're
are.
we're in quarantine, but we're traveling to all these other nations
They
by looking
are.
at these dolls.
Exactly. And in the case of these dolls, Pleasant Rowland, who started the Pleasant Company, otherwise known as the American Girl Company, she was an educator, and her motto was that she would sell a book. She would, okay, let me get this straight. She would always sell a book without a doll, but she would never sell a doll without a book.
Right.
So
Oh,
each
it's
one
so
of
important to
them
read.
has a historical novel that comes with her, which I think is pretty neat. Pretty neat. So anyway, her company was later bought out by Mattel, and when I was commissioned to do this work, it was a Mattel company, but they were still wonderful. They were still pretty independent, and they were wonderful to work with.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah. So,
I love them. Oh, thank you so much for sharing.
so that's the Girls of Many Lands.
So we've got some sweet girls over here. There's all different ones. Oh, you pulled Zoe.
I pulled Zoe.
Oh, how
yeah.
fun. I didn't see her
That
before.
was the first Zoey, so I thought everybody might enjoy seeing her.
Oh my gosh, yes, we do.
She's Zoey, shabby chic. Hold your head up, Zoey. Smile for
Love
the
her.
camera.
Yes.
Yes, she's got nubby tights.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Aren't they fun?
Oh, yes.
So this was fun putting all these fabrics and colors together. I love white on white. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, she's gorgeous. Oh, it's so fun to see her. That brings back a lot of good memories from our first virtual convention, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So that's
Oh,
why I brought
love
her
that.
up. Then this pair here, I'll just move over here.
Yeah.
So I pulled these because I thought they were.
That's okay.
Uh-oh,
Lost our pin.
roach alert.
These costumes are wonderful.
I did this. I did this as a souvenir for an event at Modern Doll Collectors Convention. I don't know how long ago, a long time ago. So I did the sketch first, and I wish I could find the sketch to show you, because I did the sketch and I sent it off to the powers that be at Modern Doll. And this is my proposal for the event doll. And they said, oh yes, we love it. Go ahead and do it. And then I thought, how the heck am I going to make that?
The outfit's wonderful.
So, and she's I've got paper stuff in here to keep her skirt out. Anyway, she is, what is the name of this doll? Isn't that terrible? I don't remember all of my babies' names.
No, it's not, because you have so many, Helen.
This is Olivia, and she is a Venetian, she's a Venetian princess, I guess you would say. And in order to do this, I had to sketch this piece and color it and print it out in silk,
Wow.
because that's what I had drawn in the sketch. So it was interesting to put this one together, and I was always quite pleased with the way she came out. And this was the centerpiece for that same event. Oh, she's supposed to have a mask like his, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Anyway, so he
I
was
love
the
the purple
centerpiece.
hair.
I love the purple hair too.
Pink hair.
He used to have shoes, but like a lot of my dolls, they
He
lose
looks
their
darling without shoes. It happens.
Sometimes
We
people
understand.
write to me and say, "Oh, the dog ate my shoes. Can you send me another one, or just one shoe?" And that has happened a lot over the years. So a lot of my dolls don't have shoes.
We understand. Oh, that's so sweet of you.
So anyway, then let's talk about this one. This
Look
is
at that wonderful
quite
doll.
faded. I don't know why she's so faded, but this is actually me
This is you. At what age?
at maybe 7.
Oh, so cute.
And this is the kind of dress, and we did have to wear dresses in those days. This was the kind of dress that I wore to school.
I thought you were 8 in that.
Was I 8? Okay.
I think so.
All right. Well, anyway, now that shouldn't be there. I don't know where that came
That's a
from.
piece of tatting.
That's a piece of tatting that somebody made for me, but I don't know why it's there. Anyway, the reason that this is special to me is Ina called her Paper Necklace. That's the doll's name. And I actually did a small production of this too for one of our conventions. But my cousin, Chris, made me a paper necklace.
Oh.
And yeah, was I 8?
I think so. And
Anyway.
wasn't it around the time where we had the annual grandma's birthday?
I don't remember, but I
think
know
it was.
It probably was. But anyway, my cousin, who was my pretty close to my age, I think we're a few months apart, made me this paper necklace. And I just thought that was the most beautiful thing. Actually, look at what I'm wearing.
I was
today.
just gonna say,
It's
it looks
kind
like the same one.
of- No wonder I was attracted to this.
It's
necklace.
perfect, yeah.
So he made me this paper necklace, and I was so proud of it that I wore it on picture day at school. So I actually do have a picture of myself
my goodness.
wearing my paper necklace.
Oh.
Except
my
for
cousin-
your,
You're gonna have to post it if you find
actually,
it. So we
yeah.
can see
your
it.
pigtails stuck out though.
Oh yeah, no, my hair wasn't that pretty,
Yeah,
but
no,
I
her,
also
her hair
Aw.
was shorter, so her piggy tails
stuck
there.
out like
Did
that.
she have the same glasses?
I always had cat's eye
love
glasses.
'em.
Yeah, sometimes they were pink and sometimes they were blue, but they were always cat's eyes.
Oh, all right, conventioners, give us a comment if you have or had a pair of cat's eye glasses. They're classic.
And notice the saddle shoes.
So sweet. I
Right.
love saddle shoes.
Yeah. So that's her.
And now,
Anyway.
did she? Now, you said you did a couple for Modern Doll, but you didn't produce this doll. This is
We did produce.
You
we
did produce it.
this doll.
so.
one of
There's
your
probably some
conventions.
people
for one
watching
of our
out there.
conventions,
Okay.
Yes, because I had so many people that were really
Wanted
liked
it.
this. This is a one of
Absolutely.
a kind. This is actually porcelain with a cloth body, but so many people commented on it.
Oh, I love her.
That I decided, well, you know, we did a convention called "What Was Great About 58," 1958, and so this was the main souvenir doll, or you know, the production from this was the main souvenir doll. And the secondary souvenir doll was called Anna Banana, which is my sister's name when she was growing up, Anna Banana.
Oh, how
Among
fun!
other goofy, silly names. Of course, shall I tell them what your nickname was? To tell or not
To tell. Well, maybe in another video. Oh, that's sweet.
So
I love her. Oh,
Yeah.
what a great choice.
it's funny. We took her to Las Vegas one year for UFDC. NIATA was having an exhibit there, and they asked all of us to bring, you know, a special doll to put in the exhibit. So I took this one, and then we drove there, and we of course drove back. And for months afterwards, I couldn't find this doll. I thought we had lost her altogether. And it turned out that one of the young people that worked for me had just put her somewhere that I didn't realize it was there.
Oh,
So-
you must have been so relieved to find her.
I was very happy when I found her
Yeah.
because by that time I had given up. You know how that
Right,
goes.
right.
So,
Oh, yeah.
and then this last one that I brought up from the doll room to talk about is Veronica Bride. And this doll, originally, I made her thinking of my grandmother, who was a very, very beautiful woman. In fact, she had the reputation of being the most beautiful woman in Denver at that time, in the 30s.
Oh, wow.
And
20s and 30s.
20s and 30s.
And she had a twin sister, and she still got #1 billing.
That's right. She had an identical twin sister, and she still got number one.
What?
But,
How funny.
but anyway, and she had brown eyes. That was the difference. Our grandmother had beautiful brown
Yes.
eyes. But anyway, this costume, I have to show you, is a replica of one that is in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City in their Costume Institute. And this was made by Rosemary Yonker of Bonacre, now retired. But just take a look at the work of this costume. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is stunning. I love all of the lace and the
And that
appliques.
embroidery.
Yes, the embroidery. Yes, that's what I meant. It's
Yes.
just marvelous, and I love this deco headpiece. It's just
Right.
fantastic.
And this is a doll that, you know, we were told that you can't joint vinyl. Well, we did.
Yeah, you go, girl.
We found a way to do it. So she's pretty jointed. The only thing that I regret to say is not jointed on this doll is her wrist. So, but
Oh, she's
anyway.
wonderful. What do you think of her, Anne?
I think she's gorgeous. I have one.
Oh, how nice. How many Helen dolls do you have?
Oh my goodness. Quite a few, because it's really hard when I look at stuff that she's done. I go, oh, I love her.
Yeah.
And then I look at another one, oh, I love her. And then I can't make up my mind, you know, so I have quite a few. And
That's how doll collectors feel.
Yep, I have a case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she qualifies. She's a doll
Are you a doll collector?
Yes, but Helen has spoiled me because I only like interesting or beautiful faces.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And Helen's dolls are interesting and beautiful faces, so you're set. You are set. Oh, how fun. You guys, this was just a blast. What a relaxing way to kick off our convention day. It was so fun to sit here with you and on this beautiful Saturday. The sun is out. The birds are chirping. Thank you so much for spending a little time with us today to chat dolls. We loved it.
Great.
You're welcome.
All right.
love being with
Anne and
you.
Helen.
Take
All
care,
right. Take care.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.